Every 45 minutes, you receive a phone call inviting colleagues to chat or distract you. An hour after dinner, you have another meeting before you respond that you haven't accomplished anything today, and the clock shows it's 5 p.m. Why is that? It's because you are always in an external environment that interrupts your work process when you want to solve the right tasks. You read focused messages from your mobile phone, contact the next person, and reply to messages, wondering how much you've enjoyed a day that has passed without accomplishing anything. Why? It's because you are constantly distracted by external tasks and have no memory of just wanting to do simple things. How can we solve this? How can we work more effectively? How can we work for just 3 hours, but be highly productive? In a year, how can we achieve success multiple times over? To do this, we need an essential skill in today's economic lesson, which is the title of what we want to share with you through the book Deep Work by Cal Newport, who graduated with a PhD from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology at just 35 years old and is now an associate professor at Georgetown University, renowned for its 200-year history. The book reveals how a young professor, now only 39 years old, can achieve extraordinary success in his work through deep work capabilities. Next, we will explore what deep work means. Completing tasks in a state of undistracted focus allows us to achieve the highest value. This working method can help us create new values and improve skills to acquire a capability that is difficult to replicate. In contrast to deep work, shallow work refers to tasks that do not require high intellectual effort, often repetitive tasks developed in a challenging work environment that cannot create new value for the world. In a book titled Peak: Secrets from the New Science of Expertise, research on goal-oriented training provides us with an opportunity to own learning. When we practice a task repeatedly with a purpose, we will develop more myelin. If we frequently engage in shallow work, the amount of myelin will continue to decrease, and the ability to connect will also diminish. Thus, practicing the next capability is extremely important for the next life that brings meaning to us. The next session will help us work more effectively and achieve more success in life. According to the author, there are 3 types of people who will succeed more in the new economic situation. The first type is those who work in advanced technology, such as programmers or inventors who can work with intelligent machines. These individuals will create more value in their work. The second type is superstars, referring to major stars in various industries who have outstanding abilities and stand out in different professions. The third type is capitalists, those who have money to invest in various fields. How can we become successful among such people? We need to cultivate the next capability, which brings us core abilities. First, we will gain the ability to control quickly and master complex tools. Secondly, we will enhance the quality of work and achieve results at a high level. These 2 capabilities can help us become successful in our work and bring social value. Secondly, we will return because we can help enhance our satisfaction with life and increase happiness. In this book, the term flow is mentioned, which is a state where our minds are fully focused or immersed in a task, forgetting everything around us. Flow is a concept introduced by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who has researched methods to help people increase their happiness. Many believe happiness comes from having a lot of money or achieving many accomplishments in work. But Mihaly discovered that while having money significantly affects happiness, having a lot of money does not necessarily enhance our happiness. What truly makes us happy is when we are immersed in our own flow, fully concentrating on a challenging task. Imagine and remember those afternoons when you left work and felt completely empty, because maybe your boss assigned you meaningless tasks. Yet on other days when you engaged in meaningful work, you felt joyful and had a successful day because you accomplished tasks that were fulfilling and focused. This highlights the importance of learning the skill of deep work. So how can we cultivate deep work? First, you need to find a deep work model that suits your body. There are 4 types of models based on different principles. The first principle is to filter distractions, similar to Zen monks focusing on their training without using electronics, leading a simple lifestyle daily. This model suits writers, mathematicians, or anyone needing to do creative and deep thinking work. The second is the high-quality parallel model, dividing your time into two parts, one half for deep work and the other for shallow work. The third is the rhythm model, where you establish essential routines to enhance efficiency, such as reading a list in the morning and dedicating 2 hours after work to learn personal finance management. The fourth principle is managing your environment, a model where you can establish focus anywhere, like a journalist concentrating amid chaos. For example, even on a bus, one can focus on their work. Choose a model that suits you, but an important aspect is to actively find the right time for yourself to enhance your focus. This time is called time block, a concept from another book titled The One Thing. It is a period when you are undisturbed and can complete tasks without distractions from the outside world. For instance, you might wake up earlier to tackle the most important tasks you want to enhance. Try to sit down without interruptions, put your phone on silent, and complete your work with full concentration for 2 hours. After 2 hours, when you finish, you will feel an immense sense of peace. This is when flow occurs. Secondly, to have the ability for deep work, we need to develop habits and track our progress. For deep work to become a skill, we must practice consistently, and to practice regularly, we need a way to monitor our progress to provide timely feedback. A very useful way to track this is through the chain method, meaning we are linking these practices together. For example, if you want to establish a habit of deep work every morning from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., take a chart for a month or 100 days and place it where you can easily see it. When you have a successful day, mark it on the chart, creating a chain of successful days. This way, you create a short task chain where you strive to keep that chain intact through your work. By visualizing and tracking this habit, you can easily remind yourself to complete your tasks. If you accomplish your tasks, you will feel that day was meaningful. Not only can you establish deep work habits, but you can also set routines for daily exercise or learning English. You might design a 30-minute education session or learn 10 new words daily. The third thing we need to do to cultivate the deep work capability is to rest appropriately and appreciate boredom. Statistically, an average person can maintain focus for about 4 hours at a time. If you force yourself to concentrate for too long, your brain will lose a lot of energy. Therefore, you need to schedule time for your brain to rest completely. For example, after several hours of intense focus, you could go outside to a green space or sit quietly. Nowadays, many people can't even tolerate a moment of silence. When waiting in line for coffee, they pull out their phones. Even when stuck in traffic, they check notifications. People often think they don't need to focus during these moments, but in reality, it's not as simple as it seems. During these boring moments, when our brains are still receiving information from our phones, we are not really resting. And when we need to focus on the next task, our brains have already burned a lot of energy and can't work deeply anymore. So, embrace boredom. Allow your brain to truly rest while waiting in line. Don't reach for your phone. You can listen to music to relax or simply observe life around you. If you are someone who is always thinking about work, consider writing down completed tasks and planned tasks before you start working. This way, your brain will completely set aside worries and allow you to rest. Meditation is also a useful method to help us rest, regenerate our minds, and train our ability to focus intensely. This is the content we have summarized from the book Deep Work. We hope these skills will help you apply deep work capabilities in your life and work, enabling you to accomplish the tasks you desire. We are a channel sharing knowledge, life skills, study, and work to help you develop holistically and become a better version of yourself every day. If you find the content of this video helpful, please support us with a like and click the subscribe button to not miss out on new videos.